Hello, students. How are you? I hope that all of you are well and good. Today, I am going to discuss with you a few important questions from the poem A Thing of Beauty. The students, let's start. Firstly, I will read the extract from the poem and then I will ask a few questions. And you have to give the answers. And then I will give the answers. The students, this poem is already being discussed with you in the previous videos, in which the explanation is wholly told. Now I will read the extract. Read the extract given below and answer the questions that follow. Therefore, on every morrow are we wreathing a flowery band to bind us to the earth. In spite of despondence of the inhuman dearth of noble nature, of the gloomy days, of all the unhealthy and over darkened ways made for our searching. No question. The first question is, what are the flowery bands that bind us to the earth? To answer, the flowery bands that bind us to earth is beauty in one shape or the other. It removes all suffering and sorrow that covers our mind and spirit. There is disappointment and dejection all around, but the presence of some objects of beauty removes this sadness from our heart. Next question. What message do the above lines convey? Answer. There are many things that bring us troubles and sufferings. The message conveyed in these lines is that the natural beauty of objects around us takes away the suffering from our sorrowful hearts. Some beautiful shape or any object of beauty removes the pall of gloom from our mind and spirit. Now, question 2. According to Keats, what makes man love life in spite of all its problems and miseries? Answer. In spite of all the problems and miseries that makes man's life gloomy and cause him suffering and pain, he does not cease to love life because a thing of beauty removes all the sadness that covers his spirit. The beautiful thing of nature makes the life sweet and happy. Question number 3. What image does Keats use to describe the beautiful bounty of the life? Answer. Keats uses the image of a perennial fountain that constantly pours forth bounties on the earth in the form of an important immortal drink from the heaven into our hearts. The beauty of the sun, the moon, the trees, the daffodils. Daffodils are a kind of flower, yellow color flower, and clear rivers are reflections of the beautiful bounties God has blessed us with. Next question. What makes human beings love life in spite of our troubles and sufferings? Answer. It is an occasional phase of joy and happiness that makes the life beautiful and make human beings love life in spite of troubles and sufferings. Natural beauty in its various forms, like the clear rivers, the gurgling brooks, and forest vegetation motivates us to live life and moves away the pale from our dark spirits. Next question. Mention any two things of beauty that Keats has described in his poem. How do they make us joyful? Answer. According to Keats, every small or big thing of nature is a thing of beauty and a source of pleasure. The sun, the moon, the trees, the daffodil flowers are all a thing of beauty. So are the small streams with clear water, mass of ferns and blooming musk roses. Next question. Mention any two things which according to Keats give us pain and suffering. Answer. According to Keats, man suffers from pain and suffering due to the inhuman dearth of noble nature on earth and due to the inhuman and hostile attitude that makes our days sad and darkens our ways with distress and wretchedness. Question number 7. Read the extract given below and answer the questions that follow. A thing of beauty is a joy forever. Its loveliness increases, it will never pass into nothingness, but will keep a bower quiet for us, and a sleep full of sweet dreams and health and quiet breathing. Now, question is list any two things of beauty mentioned above. The thing of beauty mentions above include a quiet bower, peaceful sleep, and quiet breathing. What does the phrase pass into nothingness mean? The phrase pass into nothingness means it will never cease to exist but will continue to have a lasting impression. What are the effects of beautiful things on man's spirit? Answer. Beautiful things leave a lasting impression on man's spirit. They give him great joy and happiness and also help him to gain inner peace and calm. Next question. What are the effects of beautiful things on man's spirit? Answer. Beautiful things leave a lasting impression on man's spirit. They give him great joy and happiness and also help him to gain inner peace and calm. Next question. It is an stanza and a few questions will be two questions will be asked from that stanza and we have to give the answer. Read the extract given below and answer the questions that follow. Therefore, on every morrow, are we reading a flowery band to bind us to the earth, in spite of despondence of the inhuman dearth of noble nature, of gloomy days, of all the unhealthy and over darkened ways. Make our searching. Question 1. What are the flowery bands that bind us to the earth? Answer. The flowery band that binds us to the earth is beauty of one shape or the other. It removes all sufferings and sorrow that covers our mind and spirit. There is disappointment and dejection all around, but the presence of some objects of beauty removes this sadness from our hearts. Next question. What message do the above lines convey? There are many things that bring us troubles and sufferings. The message conveyed in these lines is that the natural beauty of objects around us takes away the suffering from our sorrowful hearts. Some beautiful shape or any object of beauty removes the veil of gloom from our mind and spirit. Why and how is grandeur associated with the mighty dead? Answer. Grandeur is associated with the mighty dead because of their grand deeds and achievements. The achievements make their lives extraordinary. Therefore, the grandeur of the mighty dead is a thing of beauty that is a source of inspiration for others. Now, question number 10. What is the message of the poem A Thing of Beauty? Answer. John Keats was a worshipper of beauty and he saw it as an everlasting source of joy and happiness. Through this poem, he conveys that a thing of beauty removes the pall of sadness and sorrow and gives us joy and pleasure. The beauty of a thing goes on increasing and never passes into nothingness. Next question. Question number 11. How is a thing of beauty a joy forever? Answer. A thing of beauty is a joy forever because it gives us eternal and everlasting happiness and leaves such an impact in our mind that we are able to relive the wonderful relive the wonderful feeling we get from it each time we think about it. It never fades into nothingness. In fact, its loveliness increases with each passing moment. Why is grandeur associated with the mighty dead? Answer. Grandeur Grandeur is associated with the mighty dead because of their grand deeds and achievements. Their achievements make their lives extraordinary. Therefore, the grandeur of the mighty dead is a thing of beauty that is source of inspiration for others. Next question. What makes human beings love life in spite of troubles and sufferings? Answer. It is the occasional phase of joy and happiness that makes life beautiful and make human beings love life in spite of troubles and sufferings. Natural beauty in its various forms like the clear rivers, the gurgling books and forest vegetation motivates us to live life and moves away the pale from our dark spirits. Question number 14. Describe any three things of beauty mentioned in the book A Thing of Beauty in the poem mentioned in the poem A Thing of Beauty. Now answer. The poem sees beauty in various natural things. He sees simple and scenic beauty in the image of the sun, the moon, the trees, the sheep, the green pastures, and the clear water of small streams. All these things of beauty are constant source of joy for us. Next question. Why does a thing of beauty never pass into nothingness? Answer. The joy provided by a thing of beauty is everlasting. It leaves a indelible imprint on our mind. Its loveliness never fades away, and so it does not pass into nothingness. It increases manifold each time we think about it, and thus we are forever able to relive the joyful experience. Mention any two thing. Next question. Mention any two things of beauty that Keats talks in his poem and explain how they influence us. Answer. The thing of beauty that influences are the lush green surrounding of meadows and pastures that provide life to all things, all living beings, and the simple lambs and sheep that Keats envisions as the embodiments of serene and divine beauty. Now, question number 17. Read the extract given below and answer the questions that follow. A flowery band to bind us to the earth, spite of despondence, of the inhuman dearth of noble natures, of the gloomy days, of all the unhealthy and over darkened ways made for our searching. Now, question number 1. What are we doing every day? Answer. Every day we are reading a flowery band which binds us to the earth and enables us to live life despite the dejection that surrounds us. We are looking for lovely things around us and establishing a close bond with the earth and nature. Next question. Which evil things do we possess and suffer from? We suffer from self answer. We suffer from selfishness and self centeredness, due to which there is dearth of noble souls on earth. Next, what are the circumstances that contribute towards making human unhappy and disillusioned with life? Answer. Man becomes unhappy and disillusioned because he suffers from pain and hopelessness at various junctures in life. Also, the lack of nobility in human being and gloomy days make him unhappy. Now, question number 18. Read the extract given below and answer the questions that follow. Therefore, on every morrow, are we reading a flowery band to bind us to the earth, in spite of despondence of the inhuman dearth of noble natures? Now, question. What is morrow? Morrow means the next day. Yani tomorrow. Question number second. Why do we need a flowery band? Answer. Every day we are reading a flowery band because it binds us to earth and our life makes us live our life despite the dejection that surrounds us. Next question. What is what is inhuman in life? Answer. Man's self-centered nature and his inability to rise above pettiness is human in life. Next question. Question number 19. What does Keats consider an endless fountain of immortal drink? And why does he call its a drink immortal? Answer. Keats considers beauty in all its forms, which is God's greatest gift to man as an endless fountain of immortal drink. He calls it immortal because the beauty bestowed by God is everlasting and perennial, and man can bask in its glory forever. Question number 20. According to Keats, what spreads the pall of despondence over our dark spirits? How is it removed? Answer. According to Keats, suffering and pain caused by man's malice and his evil ways, he spread the pall of despondence over our dark spirits. Man lacks noble qualities, and his hostile and inhuman nature makes the world gloomy. This can be removed by some shape of beauty that is a source of constant joy. Question number 21. How does a thing of beauty provide shelter and comfort? Answer. A thing of beauty will always provide a pleasant shelter, a place under the shade of a tree where we will always remain peaceful and comfortable. Whenever we are under nature's shelter, we, we will have a quiet and peaceful sleep which will give us serenity and comfort. Now, next question. Describe any two things mentioned by Keats in A Thing of Beauty which cause suffering and pain. Answer. According to Keats, man suffers from pain and sufferings due to the inhuman dearth of noble natures on earth and due to the inhuman and hostile attitude that makes our days sad and darkens our ways with distress and wretchedness. Now, next question. Read the extract below and answer the questions that follow. All lovely tales that we have heard or read, and endless fountain of immortal drink pouring unto us from the heavens brink. Now, question for you is name the poem and the poet. The answer, the poem is A Thing of Beauty and the poet is John Keats. What is the thing of beauty mentioned in these lines? The thing of beauty mentioned in these lines are the tales we have heard or read describing the glorified sacrifice of mighty warriors. What next question? What image does the poet use in these lines? The thing of beauty. Okay, now answer. Using the divine image, the poet tells us that beauty is God's greatest gift to man. This beauty is eternal and everlasting, in whose glory the students, using the divine image, the poet tells us that beauty is God's greatest gift to man. This beauty is eternal and everlasting, in whose glory man can bask, and it is an endless fountain from where he can drink the immortal elixir of life. Next question. Read the question given below and answer the questions that follow. In spite of despondence, of the inhuman dearth of noble natures, of the gloomy days, of all the unhealthy and over darkened ways made for our searching, yes, in spite of all, some shape of beauty moves away the pall from our dark spirits. Now, question number 1. Name the poem and the poet. Answer. The poem is A Thing of Beauty and the poet is John Keats. Next question. Why are we despondent? Answer. We are despondent due to lack of noble-eyed people, because of gloomy days and because of unhealthy and over darkened ways. What removes, question number 3 from the stanza, what removes the pall from our dark spirits? Answer. Any shape or manifestation of beauty removes the pale from our dark spirits. Now question, next question. Read the extract given below and answer the questions that follow. See, some shape of beauty moves away the pale from our dark spirits. Now, question 1. How does beauty help us when we are burdened with grief? Answer. Beauty in some shape of or form will help to drive away the sadness and despair from the dark enclosures of our spirit when we are burdened with grief. Second question. Explain some shape of beauty. Some shape of beauty means some object of beauty bestowed on us by nature. Third, identify the figure of speech used in the above lines. The figure of speech used in the above lines is alliteration. Some shape SS word is repeated, therefore alliteration is used. Okay, student, the next question. Next question for you is read the extract given below and answer the question that follow. And such too is the grandeur of the dooms we have imagined for the mighty dead, all lovely tales that we have heard or read, an endless fountain of immortal drink pouring into us from the heavens brink. Name the poem. The poem is a thing of beauty. Next question. Second from the poem is this stanza, above stanza. Who are the mighty dead? Referred to here. Answer. The mighty dead referred to here are our ancestors, the great people of the world who are worthy of respect. Next question. What is the endless fountain of immortal drink? Answer. The endless fountain of immortal drink are all the thing of beauty that sustain mankind. Next question. What does the word brink mean? The word brink means an edge at the top, the point of onset. Now next question. Read the extract given below and answer the questions that follow. In spite of despondence of the inhuman dearth of noble natures, of the gloomy days, of all the unhealthy and over darkened ways made for our searching, yes, in spite of all, some shape of beauty moves away the veil from our dark spirits. Name the poem. The poem is a thing of beauty. Next question. Give one cause of human suffering. Answer. Man lacks noble qualities and his hostile and inhuman nature is the cause of human suffering. Next question. What moves away the pale from our lives? Answer. The nature's beauty moves away the pale from our lives. Next question. What does the word gloomy mean? Answer. The word gloomy means dull or depressed. Next question. Question number 28. What does a thing of beauty do for us? Answer. A thing of beauty gives us eternal and everlasting happiness and leaves an indelible impression on our mind that we are able to relive the wonderful feeling we get from it each time we think about it. It never fades into nothingness and its loveliness increases with each passing moment. Next question. What makes human beings love life in spite of all the troubles they face? Answer. It is the occasional phase of joy and happiness that makes life beautiful and make human beings love life in spite of troubles and sufferings. Natural beauty in its various forms like the clear rivers, the gurgling brooks, and forest vegetation motivates us to live life and moves away the pale from our dark spirits. Next question, question number 30. Mention any four things of beauty that add joy to our life. Answer. The poet sees beauty in various things of nature that add a joy to our life. These include the sun, the moon, the trees, the sheep, the green pastures, and clear water of the small streams. These remove the sadness from our dark spirits. To students, I hope so कि there are other many questions in this, but these questions are almost same as earlier we have discussed. Still, you can read them and learn them, and write them in your exams. And I hope that you will do the best. है ना? Or if you have any kind of doubt, so you can ask me. You can through WhatsApp. You through making a phone call. I will give the answer of your any doubt. So please keep on reading and enjoy the the poem है ना by reading it. And this is a very beautiful poem है ना, or very simple poem, very easy poem है ना, we can easily understand it. So I hope so कि now I must now stop it to ask more questions. So please read all the questions and try to practice to write answer on your own. Okay, this is the thing actually required, because many a time we think we understand the matter, but there are mistakes in writing. Okay, so please when you read the question answers, you must try to practice these answers by writing, to write more and more. Okay, so with this I take leave from you, and okay, happy learning.